How do you convince your parents that you didn't give your kids actual substances? Last week, my 7-year-old granddaughter confessed to taking hallucinogens in her cereal. My daughter Cynthia dropped off my granddaughter Carly at my house for the weekend. She sat on the living room floor playing dolls by herself while my husband read his newspaper. I called out to them from the kitchen. What do you guys want to eat for lunch? Carly's face lit up. I want mushrooms. I laughed. Wow, what mushrooms? Carly grinned. Magic mushrooms, the ones that mommy gives that makes me fly in my dreams. Whoosh! She held out her fists, pretending to fly around like Superman around the couch. My husband and I stared at each other with wide eyes. No, my daughter would never intentionally feed my granddaughter those, right? But Carly kept talking like it was nothing, saying how she loved seeing talking animals and pretty colors and how mommy and daddy make her eat them all the time when she's good, apparently even hiding them in sauce and cereal. My fingertips felt cold. That night after Carly went to bed, I tore through her backpack looking for clues. A part of me hoped I wouldn't find anything, but I did. Evidence of it. I pulled out a drawing from her school with spirals and rainbows everywhere with my mushroom dream in shaky letters. On the back was another drawing of a stick figure floating above a house labeled me flying like Superman. Then I found another drawing crumpled up under her folders showing brown circles with I ate 3 today with breakfast scribbled next to them. Oh God, I muttered, crying into my husband's arms. He pulled out his giant iPad and slowly took pictures of the drawings to store as evidence. In the morning, things only got worse when I asked Carly, where does mommy and daddy get mushrooms, Carly? Grandma wants one too. I tried to say steadily. She then proceeded to tell me about the man in the white coat who told them to eat mushrooms every once in a while, even telling Cynthia exactly the kind that's the best. Mommy always has them in a special box in the fridge. I nearly collapsed at the details she gave. A dealer in a white coat, a hidden box in the fridge. Oh God, no. I thought I raised Cynthia right, but now, how could she drag my precious granddaughter into this? Saturday afternoon, while Carly napped, I went online. I printed every article about parents microdosing children, finding out how I could win custodial rights to Carly to help her out of the situation. I created an evidence folder with Carly's drawings. My husband drove to 3 different pharmacies to find a blood test kit where nobody knew us. Once we had everything, we called Cynthia and demanded that she come home immediately. Cynthia arrived within the hour, looking panicked. Is Carly okay? What happened? Carly ran to hug her mother, chattering about our weekend and complaining that grandma wouldn't give her any mushrooms for her cereal. Cynthia's face went pale. She looked at us, then at Carly. Carly, sweetie, go play in the backyard, she said quietly. Once Carly was outside, Cynthia turned to us. She told you, didn't she? My hands were shaking. How could you do this to your own daughter? She's only 7. My husband and I went through each evidence without wasting a single breath, adding in just how disappointed we are with her. Cynthia just stood still, expressionless, her mouth closed shut. I held her hand and pleaded, Cynthia, this addiction has to stop, okay? Let's get you help. There are so many wonderful rehabilitation centers nearby. Cynthia held up a hand to my face and smiled. I'm sorry, this was fun, but I'm going to stop you right there. She looked through all of the drawings and burst into laughter. This isn't funny, I screamed. Wait here. She walked to her car and quickly came back, dumping out groceries onto the floor. These, she gasped, these are the magic mushrooms, baby Bella mushrooms, regular brown grocery store mushrooms rolled around, looking exactly like the brown dots in Carly's drawings from far away. She wouldn't eat vegetables, Cynthia said, wiping tears from her eyes. Nothing. No carrots, no broccoli, nothing. So I told her mushrooms give you dreams where you can fly like Superman. She's obsessed with Superman. She started eating them in everything, even cereal. But the dealer in the white coat, Cynthia laughed. Her pediatrician. The white coat is his lab coat. I collapsed into a chair feeling both relieved and embarrassed simultaneously. But then Carly burst through the back door. Mommy! Oh, what are these? She picked up one of my printed articles that showed actual psychedelic mushrooms. Grandma, what are these pretty mushrooms? I want one.